suggesting that a cluster of storms that was just beginning to form up in the Texas Panhandle might be something that could hold together, strengthen, expand, and end up getting into our area by late this afternoon or early in the evening. And that's exactly what we see taking place. Take a look at the radar. This is a line of rain and thunder showers now pushing to the Waco area right now, and they are severe. Those are 2 severe thunderstorm warnings for that cluster of storms just southeast of Waco. And now it's looking likely that this is not only going to impact our northern counties as we get into the late afternoon and early evening, but perhaps some of this will make it all the way to the Galveston coast before the night is over. So let's take a closer look at what we're facing. And this line of thunderstorms, even now, is producing gusts to 50 miles an hour and quarter-size hail. So that's right on the borderline of severe, and we've got a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings, one from Mejia to Barclay, and then further south down 35 and just to the east of Killeen. That's where that line of thunderstorms is right now. So again, racing southeast at about 25 to 30. So Franklin knocking on the door. Centerville is going to get to you soon, although you've had a thunderstorm develop out ahead of that main line as it drifts north. Bryan College Station, it's only about an hour and a half, 2 hours away from you. There's Navasota, there's Huntsville, and you guys are included in a severe thunderstorm watch in effect till 8 o'clock tonight. We'll get to that in just a moment, but that's the line, and it looks likely now that it's got enough to it to push all the way into our northern counties as we get into the late afternoon, evening, and towards sunset. Here is a rough estimate of time of arrival of the leading edge of this line of thunderstorms. Reaches Georgetown by 3:35, Bryan by 4:41, so about an hour and 40 minutes from now. Panorama Village by 6:02, Spring 6:42, downtown by 7:22. Now downtown tonight at the GRB, there's a big party for the Texans and the draft, a big draft watch party. It's outside. Download the app, turn on notifications, have the radar. You can track it with us. If we get some sort of a severe warning for downtown, notifications on, you'll get it right away. And there is a chance we could see some severe weather as far south as Harris County as we get into the evening. League City, if it holds together, it would reach you by 8:08. Let's take a look at future track. This is the HER, the rapid refresh model. This model just updated within the past half an hour. And this latest run is one that takes it all the way into Houston, which is why we wanted to jump in and let you know that this is the possibility this evening. Here's what it says for 5 o'clock this evening, with the leading edge of that line of thunder showers just reaching Navasota, Beat Eyes, Huntsville, just north of the Livingston area, and a couple of storms out ahead of it as well, northern portions of Montgomery County into southern Walker County. But by 5 o'clock, Houston, we're just still warm and humid and dry. We go into 7 o'clock this evening, and there's the leading edge, and the model suggests it is going to be vigorous, still with strong thunderstorms, maybe severe, reaching Tomball, Conroe, just knocking on the door of Spring Woodlands, through the Livingston area by then, not quite to Houston by 7 o'clock, and then racing into downtown by the time we get to 8:30. Now take this timing with a grain of salt. The models may be running a little bit slow. Sometimes in these situations, when you get a line of storms that's really getting a push like this one is, the timing can accelerate. So it may be before 8:30 that it's reaching downtown. That's why I'm saying if you download the app, you can flip the radar on and just follow along with us this evening. We go into 9:30, and then the latest model run still has thunderstorms pushing southeast of Houston. This is when we get into Baytown, League City, into a Clear Lake, NASA, Pearland, Friendswood, down past Sugar Land, past Missouri City, just north of Angleton. But the line appears to want to weaken a little bit by the time we get to 9:30. So as we go deeper into the evening, it will weaken. By the time it gets to the coast, still scattered showers, but nothing severe expected, but that's at 11 o'clock. So this thing may sweep all the way across the area this evening after being born as a small cluster of storms in the northern Texas Panhandle late last night. By 2 a.m., we're all done with it. Okay, storm threat tonight. So we're going to put into effect a weather impact alert. It'll start at 5 o'clock. I've got it lasting through 10 o'clock. If storms back off, we'll back off on the timing on that. But this is when we could see, heavy rain, thunderstorms, hail, wind gusts to 50 are possible, maybe stronger in some of the isolated stronger storms. And there is a severe thunderstorm watch that is now up until 8 o'clock, and it includes our northern tier of counties, Grimes, Walker County, San Jacinto, and Polk County. They have been sort of expanding this southward as the last hour has gone on. It wouldn't surprise me if we have to include some of our central counties in that severe thunderstorm watch if that line continues to be very strong as it enters into our northern counties. But that, for the moment, is in effect till 8 o'clock. So what to watch for tonight with this line of showers. Brief heavy rain as the line goes through, lightning and thunder. Street ponding, feeder roads, entrance, exit ramps, low-lying spots. This is going to dump some brief but very heavy rain as it comes in. And then wind gusts to 50 are possible. So get any loose items up and in so they don't blow around and do damage to your property. Could see a gust stronger to 50 in some of the isolated storms as well. That is a possibility. All right, if you're just joining us, let's just reset the whole thing and go through it again. What we're watching this afternoon is a line of thunderstorms that is racing through north central Texas now, and you can see it's heading right for Houston. That's why we've jumped in to let you know. This evening, it's looking like we're going to get some rain and thunder out of this here across the southeast Texas, Houston area. Right now, the leading edge of that storm is here, north and west of Franklin, northwest of Bryan. The yellow boxes, severe thunderstorm warnings, and we're getting gusts to 50, and we're seeing quarter-size hail out of this line as well. And it's holding together very strongly, and it looks like it wants to hold together all the way into at least our northern counties, where a severe thunderstorm watch has been issued until 8 o'clock. There's Navasota, there's Huntsville, there's Bryan, Franklin, Centerville. There's the leading edge of the storm, which is racing southeast at about 30 miles an hour or so. So we'll put a timeline on this storm tracker. But again, take these times with a grain of salt. It's not going to be exactly perfect, but it's going to be close. If that line holds together, reaches Bryan College Station by 4:41, Panorama Village by 6:02, Spring 6:42, downtown Houston by about 7:20, 7:30, League City by 8:08. After that, it should weaken, but I think we may see storms get all the way to the coast tonight by 9, 10 o'clock Galveston. Here's future track, and we'll go into 5 o'clock. There's the leading edge of the storms just north of Navasota, reaching Beat Eyes, just north of Huntsville, just north of Livingston, but a couple of showers developing out ahead of it. That's 5 o'clock. We go into 7 o'clock. Northwest counties getting hit as the line pushes in, reaching Tomball, Spring Woodlands, Conroe by 7 o'clock. Downtown by 8:30. This might be a little slow. It could get in ahead of schedule. It could get into downtown, 7:45, 8. We've got a watch party down there for the Texans draft party at the GRB. A lot of folks are going to be outside. Could be impacted, so download the app and turn on notifications. Do that right now. Scattered showers, that line still holding together on the model south and east of Houston by 9:30. So that's Baytown, NASA Clear Lake, League City, Friendswood, Pearland, then just south of Sugarland, and then breaking up by 11 o'clock, but still holding on to reach the coast and giving Galveston a scattered shower by 11 o'clock tonight. Everything's done with by midnight into 2 a.m. There is a weather impact alert now in effect, 5 o'clock to 10 o'clock as that line sweeps through the area. A severe thunderstorm watch has been put up by the Storm Prediction Center out ahead of the line. This is the area where we're most likely to see a severe thunderstorm warning. Wind gusts above 58 miles an hour. 3/4 inch hail or larger is possible in these storms as they push in from the north. Again, that's until 8 o'clock tonight. And what to expect just as we're looking at it, well, we're already seeing the heavy rain out of that. Street ponding in low-lying spots. If you're traveling this evening, be advised, brief but very heavy rain can cause the ponding on those entrance and exit ramps. And then we may see some isolated wind gusts to 50 or above as that line of thunderstorms pushes in. So that's where we stand as we go into this interesting afternoon. We'll be tracking this as we go through the afternoon. We're live at 4 o'clock on the TV side. 4, 5, and 6. Make sure you catch at least one of those broadcasts this evening as we track and update this line of potentially severe thunderstorms moving into our area this evening. We'll see you for our next live update on KHOU 11 News at 4.